Hi, it's Gordon again from SafeSpace Counselling. For those who don't know, Gordon Winters, former driving instructor, now a counsellor, obviously doing safe space counselling, etc. Hoping to bring all my years of experience to help people. But what I particularly noticed is, and this covers young people and it also covers old people, during the course of my driving lessons and interaction with loads and loads and loads of young people, also spending more time on social media than I've ever spent in my life, realizing just how many people are absolutely bored, fed up. They don't see that there's any future for them. They really need interaction. They need to talk to people. So that slightly covers the young people, not entirely, obviously. Doing Avon, most of my customers were 40 plus, and some were 60 plus, and so on. And many of them are fine, happy, having a good time. But there's a lot of people that have lost their partners. They haven't joined groups, or their mobility is not very good, or their health's not very good, and they really just don't see or interact like they used to, and that just brings complete and utter sort of loneliness. So doing my Avon is great because I can talk to them and we have a laugh, we have a joke, and everything's fine. But for those people that don't know me and maybe fall into that category, then I am here, um, to talk, to chat. It doesn't have to be serious. It really just has to be conversation. Where have you been on holiday? What have you done? How come you ended up doing this career, etc. And with the young people, it's more the fact that they're mostly, depends on where they live, but all the people that I'm familiar with in a rural area are just isolated, and also in particular maybe farmers as well, because they're even more isolated and worked hard, can't get much socialisation, and things similar to that. Now it's easy to chat with them, whether it's over the phone or on the Zoom. That's good, but I'm wondering if anybody out there, especially for the young ones, knows, or when I say young ones, I'm probably mean like 17 upwards. I can do younger, but I'm used to sort of 17 upwards. But the thing is, they're not going to see themselves as needing counselling, but they may see themselves as needing someone to chat to, or liking someone to chat to, or just to give them ideas, inspiration, encouragement, support. So I'm just wondering how I can do that. The older people may be more encouraged just to pop on and pay for a short mini session, etc. But it's not very fair to ask a young 17-year-old person who isn't in a happy space to find that money, because they might not have it. So if anybody's got any ideas, all I'm saying is I think I know I can help them. I'd like to help them. It doesn't have to be super duper professional. We're not going to interrogate you. It's just literally conversation. And conversation, it just inspires and lifts everybody. What are you going to do? Why are you going to do it? Why do you want to do that? How did you get into this? It's just so interesting them. They're just so isolated until they get to a certain age. But I really want to try and get some of them before they get too far and they more or less give up when it's just about to change for them, because of their age, and they're going to learn to drive, they're going to pass the test, then they'll be able to get out. It's really just isolation, and we're also stuck on these social media things. Our messages are okay, but they're not the same. Just like 2, 3, 4 minute conversation on the phone, and immediately whether that person is happy or not happy, or excited or looking forward to something, and what their views are. You can't say all that in a text message. So although text messages and all the social stuff has its place, I still don't think you can really beat having conversations. As unfortunately, the people in the car on my driving lessons will probably tell you that the driving lessons go on a bit because the conversation goes on a lot. Anyway, I've just put it out there. And if anybody's got any ideas, any more people that are more clever than I am, or got more training or more experience, or doing something that I'm not doing, that they could say, hey, look, why don't you just, what about this? This is what we do. I'd just like to help them, young and old. I mean, everybody's interested. The old people are massively interested because of their life history, what they've done, and their way they think. And the young people, it's completely the other way round. But they've got some terrific ideas, doing some fab things I've never even thought about, making a nice little future for themselves. But they're just low because they're not interacting with enough people, and it's as simple as that. So, thank you for listening, and I hope I see you again.